Good Sunday evening, San Antonio. I'm meteorologist Mia Montgomery with this Weather Authority update. This morning was the coolest morning that we have seen in the Alamo City since late May. And with drier air and clear skies in place yet again, another cooler than average fall-like start to our Monday is in store. Low 60s in and around Bexar County, potentially even some mid to upper 50s as you get into some of the higher elevations across portions of the hill country to kickstart the day. Once the sun comes up tomorrow, like today, we will see plenty of it. To forecast temperature around 80 degrees expected around noon. We've got a high in the upper 80s, around 88 here in San Antonio. Winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 15 miles per hour sustained. A few gusts upwards of 20 certainly will be a possibility. Mid to upper 80s for many in and around the San Antonio area, but the good news is 88 to 89 degrees is actually going to feel like 88 to 89 degrees. We won't really have to deal with much of a heat index value thanks to the lower humidity in place. So that also is an added bonus. We will, however, start to see more of the moisture work in throughout the day on Tuesday, and into the Tuesday and Wednesday time frame is when we have a few isolated rain chances that return to the forecast, all as we monitor a disturbance moving northward through the western Gulf of Mexico. As of the late Sunday afternoon update in from the National Hurricane Center, this disturbance is now being noted as potential tropical cyclone 6, which essentially means that the system hasn't developed into a tropical storm just yet, but it is expected to in the days ahead. In fact, it is expected to become Tropical Storm Francine on Monday. Notice, though, direct impacts are not expected here in San Antonio. The current track takes this system well east of the Alamo City. Again, we just have a few isolated chances for rain in the forecast in that Tuesday and Wednesday time frame. More direct impacts right now look to be centered in the upper Texas coast to western Louisiana coastline by the middle to later portions of the upcoming week. Still, of course, with it being early, we'll continue to keep you posted on that in the days ahead. Notice as we start to see more of that humidity work in, how that affects your low temperatures. Still fall like into Tuesday, mid 60s, but we're back up in the low to mid 70s for those morning lows by the middle to later portions of this week. Highs back in the low to mid 90s, even into next weekend.